We gonna bring it to you something like this.
I'm an animal, yes I am an animal. I'm an animal. Yes,
Welcome back to the 504. One of the biggest stories of the past week has been the 4-year-old boy who got into a gorilla exhibit at the Cincinnati Zoo. That gorilla, named Harambe, was then shot and killed so the child could be rescued. Now, while a lot of talk has been about whether the gorilla should have been put down, a lot of it has also centered on the child's parents. It's been reported by the Daily Mail that the child's father had a lengthy criminal history, including kidnapping and drug trafficking, all kind of stuff. But I'm like, why is this even relevant to the case? I don't even know if the dad was present when they were at the zoo.
I don't think he
want to know what
was.
you guys think. From what I've read, he was not present.
Well, of course it's not relevant.
Right.
Also, considering that tape where the mom seems to just be kind of sitting there going, we're rooting for you, kid. We're rooting for you. I hope this turns out okay. Maybe the kidnapping was to protect him from the mom.
See, now why you gonna go ham on the mama? This is the whole point of this discussion. Cori, what do you think about this whole case?
This case, I mean, rest in peace to the gorilla. I get it, but a child's life was at stake, and that's much more important. I love animals, but I prefer human life over animal life.
Right.
It's a child. And I mean, I know it's a a lot of people joking, but I'm a mom. It takes 1 second for your kid to get away, and you're constantly. I'm always like, where are you? Where are you? So I don't judge the mother for having the child got
That's
away.
exactly what I said before I watched the video, and I'm watching the video. And I don't blame her for not jumping in. I might jump in after my kid, but you don't know what's going on. But it sounds like the mom is just like, it's okay, sweetie.
She said, be calm.
Be calm, it's
calm.
okay.
She did?
She said, she kept telling him to be calm.
I tried to not watch it because I didn't want to watch what the gorilla did.
Well, you knew that he was safe. You didn't watch it after you knew he was safe?
No, I don't like seeing stuff like that because there's just so much going on, and I understand because I'm an animal lover as well. Me too. But I think that too many people are trying to put the blame in one place.
Yeah.
And the blame should go all around. You know, like maybe the zoo for the enclosure.
Right.
Maybe the mom for not paying attention.
Right. But at the end of the day, does it matter whose fault it was if an innocent child is in here, right? Because what does it matter whose blame it was? The gorilla would still, I'm sorry, have to die over the child.
Yeah.
I mean, I love animals, but I don't see how people are even comparing the two.
Yeah, I don't like to hear that. And I like you, I didn't watch the video. I think I heard about the incident first, and then I heard how the gorilla was grabbed. And that's something I didn't want to see.
Really?
I didn't want to see
to hear that it was like dragging it like a rag doll.
He was,
You know,
Now,
I didn't want to see that.
if you look at the video, which I did several times.
I did too, and I looked up extra videos on YouTube.
The gorilla, I'm pretty sure the gorilla thought he was playing with the kid.
I think he thought he was helping it. That's the sad
He was like
part.
patting it on the head, and then when he dragged it through the water, it was almost like
a child, like he
Yeah,
was a
like
baby
I'm
gorilla.
playing
Like
with
a
you.
baby
Like a
gorilla.
baby
I
gorilla.
just don't know that you're a little bit more fragile than my 400-pound baby.
All right, so yeah, this Daily Mail with the article really made me mad because I'm like, what does it matter if his dad does
It doesn't
whatever
matter,
when he's not with the child?
Yeah.
The child was still in there. All right, let's move on. The highly anticipated Roots remake debuted on Monday. Roots is based on the 1970s novel that tells the story of Kunta Kinte, who was sold into slavery, of course, in the U.S. And while there's been some excitement for the reboot, rapper Snoop Dogg took to Instagram to criticize the production.
They just want to just keep showing the abuse that we took hundreds and hundreds of years ago. But guess what? We taking the same abuse. Think about that part. When y'all gonna make a series about the success that black folks is having? The only success we have is Roots and 12 Years a Slave like that, huh? Y'all, I ain't watching that. And I advise you, because that's real like myself, them television shows.
First off, shout out for the scarf, Snoop.
And the bleeps. Like,
and the bleeps. And I pulled this one because you guys covered this one on Essence.com.
I actually came down to New Orleans to do a set visit with Roots because it was filmed, Vacherie,
part of Louisiana.
So I'm a little bit biased, but even before coming down, I take the opposite stance as Snoop Dogg because to me, I appreciate the reminder because it lets me know, it empowers me that I need to continue to do better. It reminds me of what my ancestors have done before me. And if I slack in any moment, I'm like, you know what? The Middle Passage happened. I need to get my stuff together. I need to make more of an effort here in my life. And what I also love about it, especially now in this political climate, it lets me, I mean, I knew this, but like we built this country. This country was not always great. A certain person keeps saying, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like this country has been.
I know who you're talking about.
is fractured, and you know, it's like we still have a long way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I understand what Snoop is saying.
Okay.
I don't agree, but I understand where it's
understand it.
coming from.
Yeah.
And, you know, it is hard to watch a movie like 12 Years a Slave, even though it is done without, it's not as exploitative as it could have been, you know?
Uh-huh.
But if they did just show movies of successful black people, you would absolutely get the complaints. Why are you just showing this? You're prettying it up and all
Yeah.
that. And I think there's room for both.
Yeah.
As long as it's done tastefully. Empire.
Uh-oh.
I didn't watch it. I've seen it before, and there's too many feelings.
Yeah.
There's just like way too many feelings there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
And,
ready for those kind of movies to be left alone? You were
Well, no,
Snoop on this
I'm
one?
fine with them. I've seen the original.
Okay.
So, you know, and that brought up, I think, the appropriate amount of feelings. It's just that it's not one of those things where I would like to see again because.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Snoop,
Maybe
I
this
think,
one
took
ends
a little.
different.
Snoop took a little. Stop. Snoop took it to the extreme with his scarf, but maybe his scarf was too tight. All right, a new dating app wants to help you make better decisions about who you spend your time with, and apparently short shorts could get you kicked off of a flight. We'll be right back.